Hi guys, welcome to the Mystery Hour. Okay, so I always wanted to be a detective when I grew up, and I think I'm grown up now. And yeah, it's gonna be a bit different than usual on my channel, but yeah, we are gonna play detectives, guys. Let's just start the game, shall we? This game seeks to emulate, to a certain degree, the experience of a real-life investigation. There are neither helpful quest markers nor any form of hand-holding throughout the game. You have to search each location well, gather gathered hints and clues, read found contents carefully, and use your power of observation to proceed in the game. We recommend taking your own notes and making full use of the in-game camera. The game autosaves whenever you enter a location. In case of freezing, locking or crashing, do not save the game. Simply quit and restart. Your game will proceed from the last save point. Good luck. Thank you.
Hey, Janet. So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Painscreek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So, see what you can find. Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Who killed Vivian Roberts? That's a bit too close to home. Really? In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of an ex-mayor, was murdered outside her home. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumored that someone hired a private investigator to find out more about Vivian's death. Unfortunately, there were no news pertaining to the investigation. Last week, we received news that Painscreek will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit the case one last time and find out the following. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive? What was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Don't forget to bring the camera. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. Okay. So we need to find out who killed Vivian. We need to find out what the motive was and also the murder weapon. So this is the sheriff's office. It's a tiny little thing. And population 0. Welcome to Painscreek. Wow, it's pretty. And this is my car. It's certainly, I feel like I've got free exhaust. Do I? Sounded like I didn't have a pipe. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not rich, that's for sure. And the sheriff's office, 1 Black Pine Road. There's a note. There's something posted on the window. Cemetery, gate padlock, 1131. So, okay, fine. Can I... the game told me how to do this, but I didn't pay attention, I was reading. But fine, we know what it says. 1131. Okay, so empty cell. There's no one here. No. And my game is a bit too dark, it's hard to see. Or actually it's my monitor. But fine. This is good enough. Oh, and look at the... Wow, they made it look like an old dirty camera lens with fingerprints, and so, I mean, seriously, you wouldn't have that in front of your eyes, but it probably... Do we have a helmet though? Pick up. Use mouse to rotate, right mouse to zoom, left mouse to put the item back, F to store. I want to store it because we might need it. Mayor's Mansion, Painscreek Community Hospital, a church, cemetery, sheriff outpost. So we're here. And where do we need to go? Everywhere? It seems. Did it say where she was found dead? Right, so now we have the map. Alright, good. So, oh, we got a missing child too. Look at that pretty kid. Joshua S. Taylor, missing since 1989. What year is this? Wait a second. Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife of ex-mayor, found dead in front of her home. In front of her home. Okay. So, what's it say? A maid currently working at the mansion was retrieving the papers when she saw Vivian's body. She immediately called 911. "7:15 a.m. Oh, so early in the morning? And that maid was, what, living in the mansion? One Maple Duck... What? One Maple... Dr. Painscreek? I'm not sure about the DR. Drive? Oh, sorry. Yeah, One Maple Drive. Yeah, I'm not American or English, if you didn't know. And oh, I just want to say, since this is a detective game and we're not gonna get any clues, any quest icons, anything, I'm gonna take my sweet time. And so, I've never done a detective game before. Well, at least not in the last 20 years or something, so it's a new experience for me too. Let's see, the Painscreek sheriff, James Howard, arrived shortly and the victim was pronounced dead. The time of death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. The body is currently at the coroner's office, waiting for an autopsy. The people of Painscreek have started grieving for her. Candles and flowers were being placed at the gates in front of her home, where she was found. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreek are unsurpassed. She will be missed. So she's this kind of person that you will be most shocked is killed, I guess. So she was missing in... No, I mean, sorry, she was killed... What year is this? I could have just done that. So, her name is Janet Kelly and we're a journalist. Let's see. August 1999. And she was killed in 95. Alright, so who's this boy then? His name is Taylor, not Roberts, so he's not in immediate family. He was date of birth 1975, so he wasn't a little child, but he was young though. He was only 14, so race biracial? Really? I mean, okay, it says he's 13, but I'm looking at years and he would be 14, but yeah, fine. Last seen 4 Pebble Lane across the river on the playground. He was wearing his favorite blue jacket. He has a scar below his left eye. That's pretty amazing that he was out playing. Yeah, well, actually this was in 89, so never mind. And then we've got Moon Cafe, an empty note. Is this any of interest? Come and have a chat with our friendly baristas. Nope, I think I'm good, thank you. So it's 4 years since the murder. We've got some tea, a microwave, and right, what's here? Work relocation. Dear Sheriff James Howard, this letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Long Island starting May 14th, 1998. Due to the decreasing population of Painscreek over the recent years, we have decided to delegate manpower to other more needed places. Please report to our office before May 12th, 1998. So, there hasn't been a sheriff here since a year ago? Content recorded. Do I have a camera? I should have a camera. Where's my camera? It doesn't say. There's C. Okay, fine. So, there's nothing to crouch. Oh, wrong. What was I supposed to hold what? Seriously? I can't pay attention to. Here's another Scott Brooks. Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son suspected for killing Vivian Roberts. Witness reported seeing suspect fleeing from murder scene late night. Late night? Okay. The police have apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at the hunting cabin. According to a witness who wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:50 p.m. when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion and heading in the southwest direction. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think of it unusual until a few days later when he came across the newspaper article on Vivian Roberts' murder. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did meet her that night, but said he had nothing to do with her death. Scott was later brought down to the station for further investigation. Can I take a picture of this? Hold right mouse to zoom in. I don't want to zoom in. I wanna zoom out. I can't do that. So, all right. I got a picture. Where do I'm gonna check to see. Oh, flashlights, and it doesn't say. Oh, is it in my inventory? Really? It isn't. So wait a second. See, view. I can't. Oh yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Am I close enough? Well, I can't go any closer. So, there we go. And this thing, that's probably not even necessary to take a picture of. And this envelope, nothing. How about the drawers? That's locked. Yeah. Nothing. What's that? Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon, July 30th. Bernard the butler, Dorothy the head servant, Derek the family chauffeur, and his mom, Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter, Trisha. Charles did not say a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town folks came and paid respect at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Trisha started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the weeping died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Trisha, who has recently been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother and with her boyfriend being accused of, as the killer, it must have been too shocking for her. I feel sorry for the whole family. But you know, it's not strange that he would come from the house and that he would look like he was upset, because girlfriend and boyfriends fight all the time. So it could be that, or it could have been tossed out of the house. You know, there's lots of reasons. How old is Trisha, by the way? Doesn't say. September. The town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The same year, actually? Yeah. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths appeared. Deaths? There's more of them? It seems that more and more people are leaving this town. It's sad to see how a once lively town could become what it is now. December, same year. It's been almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothered me. Why was she killed? Wait a second. Why did they change the past tense to... I don't know what it's called in English. But, okay, fine. What was the killer's motive? As someone who has earned the love and respect of her people, both from her company and from the people of Painscreek, there was no sign saying that her life would be in danger, let alone be murdered. It doesn't make any sense. So, there it says present tense, right? It doesn't make any sense. And here it says, her death still bothered me. What's up with that? That it seems weird that you would switch up these three questions. Are they seem to not belong in that the rest of it. I'm just saying. Painscreek Community Hospital is officially closed. Oh, in '96. Most of the remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that provide suitable services for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will be reassigned somewhere else. Yeah, you know it. It happened. So, this is James Howard's story. Is this... Yeah. 2 years later, a bit over, he was reallocated. So... Yeah. There, I see the key. Wow. F. I wanna F it. So, can I now? Isn't that the right one? Wait a second. So I need to use the item. Of course I do. Use. Oh, another key? Let's pick that one up. An old gate key. And James Howard. Vivian Roberts murder case report. From August that year. This report is an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott at around 11:30 p.m. near the woods north of the mansion. 2 hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing. However, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. So was 2 hunters? 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from work at the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Trisha, who by then has a close relationship with Scott. The police are currently investigating the case. Scott is their main suspect in Vivian's death. So this is in June. No, I mean August, sorry. Sometimes it takes a while to get used to the dates being up for me the wrong way, you know? And yeah, the year 95 is... I'm gonna have to try my best to remember it. How about... Oh! 11:31? I think. It doesn't work. Wait a second. Wasn't it? Maybe it's weird. It's seriously weird that you would put the code on such an important thing outside. So, never mind. It said something about the gate, didn't it? How about this? There's nothing. Well, there are some cardboard boxes here, but I can't even get to them. So, there's that. Alright. Closed for good. So there's no one living in the town? No one? Okay, well. We'll see, I guess. So now the key is gone, right? Yeah, it is. It's no longer there. I guess I realize I don't need the key anymore, but it's just silly that it disappears. Left. Oh, that was the tutorial. Right. So, this whole little town is here just for us to explore now. I mean, I get that someone used to live here, but no one? Who takes care of all these buildings then? Not a soul, I think. Any mail? I can't do anything about that. And yeah, no one would care if I break in, right? But probably shouldn't. So they just put one tiny little piece of plank across. Wait, there's the playground. That little boy disappeared on the playground, didn't he? Or he was last seen there. Disclaimer notice: children's play area. Children must be supervised by a responsible adult. The management cannot be held responsible for any injury incurred whilst using the facilities. So, that fence, I would not leave a kid next to this river with that kind of fence. Seriously. Well, I mean, yes, a 13-year-old, sure. But definitely not a 3-year-old or 7. Well, I wouldn't leave them on a place like this anyway. I mean, not a 3-year-old, that's for sure. So, property rules. No alcohol, drugs, smoking, weapons. Seriously. That it's gotta be American, right? You have to tell people no guns. Oh, can I use this? No. Oh no, now I'm sad. That's one of my favorite things to do. To be a child again. When I come to a playground, oh, can I? Really? That's pretty amazing. Amazing physics, guys. Yeah, is it? No, that shouldn't stay there. It definitely shouldn't stay there. Okay, so they didn't care too much about the playground, the guys making this game. But hey, maybe the kid left the playground this way. And yes, I know I'm looking for a murder. I'm looking into a murder case. But you know, next to the murder case there was a boy missing, and I feel like in a little town like this, things are usually connected. Look at this. The details? It's just amazing. It looks so real. The grass. And, well, there's always a problem with leaves and stuff like that. I should go into the water. I shouldn't go into the water. Your equipment, my equipment is a weapon. Not a weapon. It's a camera, and I should be able to get my feet wet, right? Oh well. Ruins the immersion, but fine. I was just about to ruin it myself, so I guess we're even. Okay, yeah. It's pretty though. It really is. So look at this. Oh, this. I hate these. Yeah, we've got one in our garden, and oh, that's a nightmare waiting to happen. So I had a guy come and empty it, and he forgot to put the frickin' lid on. And I had a little dog back then, but we noticed. Okay, of course it's locked, but hey, why the hell can't I just break in? I mean, games should let you do that. It's not a crime when no one lives there, right? Come on. Nothing I can do to can't even see through the windows. Who lived here? Someone important or no? There's a ladder I can't use. What's the crouch? So that doesn't help. Alright, the game doesn't want me under there either, so anyway, so yeah. Okay, I guess I would have loved to check out the well, because yeah, well yeah, well, okay, moving on. We are here to investigate a murder, and if I find something about a boy missing or some traces of a boy, then, and I don't mean the body of him, I mean hopefully it's going to be a shoe, or wait, not even a shoe, a message. Yeah, dear mom and dad, I just left for grandma, I'll never come back, something like that, you know. Yeah, it looks a bit too clean, to be honest. I mean, I know, I get why people want to make a pretty game, right? But the thing is, it looks a bit too clean to be left alone for what would probably be up to 4 years. So yeah, I know stones are probably the best you can have for a lasting house, but there's not even a leaf. Someone is dusting this street. Oliver's photography. I'm gonna check out everything. Oh wow, I really feel like this little place is gonna be so nice to check out. But for now, we're on our way to the mansion, I think. Right, let's speed up this. So, Silver Lake and Maple Drive, right. Ah, they've got tarmac on even these small roads? That's not very Norwegian. Right, and this road, I mean, it's barely room for one car. Wait, what's this? Where are we going? Is this a... Oh, it's this, I guess, back up to the road again? That's interesting, and probably something worth checking out later. But now, let's see if we can enter. Wow, the sounds of the birds chirping. But why? There we go. Alright, that's much better. This is definitely a mansion. So she was found outside the mansion. Did they mean outside the gates or here? Because... So, when did they leave this house? So should I check the outside first? I'm thinking I should. Yeah, let's do that. Can I open this gate? Yeah, just push me, why don't you? Oh, I can see in here. Nice. Alright, yeah, well, we'll see that side of the house, no, that side of the wall, in a tiny, oh wow, this is such a big, what do you call it? A mansion is just putting it lightly. Wow. They've redecorated, built this modern patio, and yeah. Oh, there's a shed. Let's go check the shed. It's always something in the shed, right? The murder weapon is in the shed. What's over there? I mean, I see a path, so I'm thinking something. Right. There's a gate to where? Right. It is locked. Of course it is. So, I don't like this garden at all, actually, because of the tall walls here. Makes it feel sort of, well, I feel like gasping for air in here. I can't really shake the feeling. It doesn't look like, wait, hang on. No, there's nothing. And this one is closed. Oh. Alright, I'll try it again. I have no clue what that code was for, but it'll fit somewhere, right? Okay, fine, so it's not this one. But I'll try it until it works. What's there? Oh, there's stuff in there. We definitely want to check out stuff. Okay, since we've gone halfway through this garden, just continue if you can. And why the hell would you need all these fences? I don't know. And there's a box. I can't do anything? What's it say? The bins? Really? No idea. So, oh, this is the servant's entrance, right? Let's see. Can we go into the garage? Probably not. No. Nope. Don't have to give me that music. It's just silly. So, who lives here? Or lived? And how the hell are we gonna check out anything when everything is locked? And of course, oh, this one isn't. It's a big house. So I'll just start in the nearest room. Pick up. May 24th, 1993. I've been here for almost 3 months. Everyone treats me well. Most of the workers have been working here for a long time, some as long as 30 years. Dorothy is probably the oldest maid here. She is really nice and is responsible for taking care of all the maids. She's always giving me snacks. The other oldest worker is probably Bernard, the butler. He's so serious. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Of course, no butler ever smiles. And then June. Dorothy and Bernard don't talk much to each other. However, they are perfect when it comes to attending Charles and Vivian's needs. I guess that's why they are in charge here. I noticed Charles and Vivian are never together much, even when they are both at home. They don't seem happy. What's going on? June. Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for God knows how long. I thought she would scold me or even fire me. Instead, Vivian invited me to have tea with her. She asked about my parents and what I wanted to do in the future. I told her I hoped to open my own deli someday. She said I could do anything if I set my mind on it and work really hard. Like me, she used to be poor. Now, she's a successful businesswoman. I hope to be like her someday. Is this the boyfriend? Future boyfriend? I don't know. Wanda is sick. I heard she has cancer. It has been 2 months since I took over her work. Her son Derek stays with her whenever he's not driving for Charles. Oh no, so it's not. I feel sorry for them. Luckily, Mr. Roberts helps with their financial needs. I pray she gets well soon. Andrew shouted at me for walking on the grass, even though I was sure I didn't step on it this time. He's always drunk anyways. Scott told me to ignore him. I'm not sure how he could be so patient, always taking care of Andrew and covering his workload. Wait, Scott is covering for Andrew? He's the one drinking? Okay. I would have assumed that Scott is Andrew's son if I had not known that Father Matthew adopted him years ago. He's so nice and talented, not to mention handsome, if only he wasn't taken. So Scott, are you talking about Scott being the talented, handsome one? So Scott looks like Andrew. Is that it? Could be a son even though he's adopted. So yeah, interesting. We've got some family dynamics going on already. And I can't see a thing. Let's see. Good thing we found the flashlight. Yeah. I'm gonna need it. The house is so big, you need to have signs on the floor when you wash the floors. Caution, wet floor and stuff like that. Right. What kind of shoes am I wearing? Sounds so loud and not very womanly. Maybe I'm wearing good, sensible shoes, you know? Okay, nothing. So this house is gonna take forever to go through. Forever. Yeah. Seriously? That's ridiculous. Ugh. And it's so dark. In a new hallway? Up to the second floor. Or first floor. However you wanna... I think I'll wait with that floor until next time. Wow, they love their paintings. Who are all of these painters? Oh wow, that's kind of cute. Yeah. They're old, most of them. Wait a second. They've got a copy of this one. I don't, we call it Nattverden, but I don't know the English word for it. Oh, Van Gogh as well. No, sorry, I mean Monet. Yep, I had one of those as well. That's the first painting I ever had a copy of in my life. And, oh, actually the last, when I think about it. All the rest are originals of, you know, very not so famous painters. Just saying. Alright. They love their paintings, and so many styles, not just one. "1993 March. We went hunting this afternoon. Scott's quite a fast learner and has good manners too. I told him to call me Charles, but he kept saying it's more appropriate to call me Mr. Roberts. He almost got the deer on his second try. If he keeps this up, I bet he can take over Bernard as my hunting partner." June. I knew my daughter liked Scott. He's a good-looking guy. He's a good-looking young man and respectful to others. I don't mind his status. There's nothing wrong with being an orphan. Oh, if there is, it's the parents' fault. I know that Trisha fancies him. I've grown to like him too. Today is Mom's death anniversary. It's been 18 years since she passed away. I paid respect at her tombstone. Vivian wasn't feeling well and did not come, so I asked Scott to accompany me. He brought fresh lilies. He said lilies suggest that the soul of the deceased has returned to a peaceful state. Sometimes I feel he's like a son to me. Now that I think about it, Vivian is always getting sick during this time of the year. Yeah, well, some people can't stand going to a tomb or a gravestone and they get physically ill. It doesn't have to be an excuse. Just saying. I knew our relationship will not be as close as we used to. Ever since Vivian found out about my affair, she hasn't been the same. She once joked to her friends during dinner that all politicians are alike, and as a politician's wife, she has learned to close one eye. Sometimes I feel sorry to her. I think it's because of... Sometimes I feel sorry to her. What? I think it's because of Trisha that she didn't leave me. She's a good wife and a good mother. I'm grateful for that. That's it. You've got no better qualities than being a good wife and a good mother, because that says nothing about a person. It really doesn't. It's just a catch-all phrase. It says nothing. I mean, I can be a good mother and still a jerk to everyone else. And a good mother can be someone who doesn't care. Or it can be someone who cares too much and doesn't do the right things for a child. So it means nothing. I feel like it's a frustrating phrase. But hey! I'm not gonna start ranting about motherhood. No, I'm not. I'm gonna end it here. And so, we'll see if the butler did it. But it's probably not gonna be next time. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but for now, I'm gonna wrap it up. And if you have any suggestions about where you want me to look or what you want me to grab a picture of, please feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Take care.